Hello everyone. If you are worried about how to move from Postman to K6 and you are thinking, it will take days for you to, create the script for K6 as you have hundreds of requests in Postman, so you don't have to worry about that because there is an awesome command line tool that will convert your Postman collection into K6 script within a matter of seconds. So it is going to be a very exciting video, so stick till the end and let's dive right into it. So yeah, this is my sample GitHub repository. I will also paste the link of this in the video description as well so you guys can check it out. So basically, first of all, you need Node.js and npm in your local system, and after that you have to install this particular npm module. Either you can install this globally or you can install this locally means that you are installing that in a particular folder. And for that, I have already pasted the command. You just have to copy it and paste it, and then that particular module is installed. As you can see in the package JSON as well, it is installed. It is throwing error. I will just type sudo. In your cases, if it is throwing error like permission, you can just type sudo and like again run the command. And after that, what we have to do is like, I have a sample collection, right? So this is the command: postman to K6, then your collection name, then dash o mean output. This is the script file name, right? So in my case, I have this collection, right? So it has this endpoint. It is basically K6 test APIs. So you can see, like, if I call this particular endpoint, I get these, crocodiles, and if I call this, I get a single crocodile, and then I can call this authentication registration APIs as well. So yeah, so I have exported this particular collection in here, and you can see this particular collection here. So yeah, and then in this collection I also have environment variables, right? So I also have the env file. So I will so this is the file, right? So this is the env file. I have exported both the collection file and the postman environment file. So I have both of them here, env and test api. And now how to convert that into the k6 script? So yeah, so there is like a very simple command for that. So if you go to readme, so you can see postman to k6, you have to type postman to K6, and then type the, this is my collection, right? Postman. And then I will paste it dash O and then the output like K6 script.js. And I'm not right now providing the environment file. Just for some of you guys, you are not using environment file and you have the whole URL hard coded. So if I press enter, then you can see a new file is created, and there you go, like you have all the request. And in case you want to consider this environment file, then in that case you will also provide that file as well. So for that, you will type postman to K6, and then you give the path of your collection, then do dash e, then you provide this particular file, and after that then you do dash o output, and then you say like K6 script dash 2.js, and then it will also take into account the environment file. So I have already mentioned both of these command in the readme as well. So you can also do dash e and your env file, and dash o your whatever the output script file name is. So here you can see these extra inputs. You might get scared, why I'm getting this, because if you write the normal k6 script, then you do not have these core.js import. And like this thing is because it is Postman requires it. So these extra files, and then you also see this lib folder. Like usually you do not see this in the normal k6 testing script file. So this is because of the Postman, because Postman require that. And to have the full capability of Postman, that's why k6 include that in the script automatically. And then you will see even the request as well. In the request you will see the template is bit different, because usually you do like http.get, http.post. Now it is bit different. You're like the syntax of that is bit different, but it is still very much understandable. So you can see like Postman request and the request name, stuff like that. So it's bit different. And then you do like json.parse pm environment.set. It is like usually what we do in the Postman script. Like if you come here, so we have the test case written over here, right? pm.environment.set. So we are like executing that in the local variables. So it is going to be like the script is going to be like little bit different. And then once you have it written, then what you have to do is you have to type k6 run, and then what is the script name? K6 script 2.js, and you can run it, and it will start executing those APIs, and you will see all the logs. And then like it is just only one virtual user. You can also do dash I 20, like that means like 20 iteration, not just one iteration. So it will now do more iterations of that as well. So you can also do this if you want. You can see here 20 iterations. And at the time of when you are creating the particular test case, at that time also you have like many different flags, because I showed you the basic way of doing it, like uh, just using dash o dash e for environment file. But there are other flags as well, like dash I, and you can specify the number of iterations as well. So it is also possible, like. And then you can see in this particular test case, you see like the results of the API data received, data sent, the p95 95 percentage of the request, the time spent and everything. And request failed, some of the request failed, some of them are passed, and you can see all of that stats as well. So what is the other flag, right? So like this was my command, right? So I can also pass dash I, and I can do 40. So now the script will be updated, and it has iterations 40 over here, right, in the options. So there are multiple flags in the that particular command line, Postman to k6. You can play with it. And to get more into detail about that, you can go over here. This is the npm module api deck Postman to k6, and you can see they are telling about like local installation, global. There's a office hour podcast as well on this. Then you have like dash I iterations, dash e for environment file. This is the global file, and CSV data, JSON data. There are a lot of things that you can do with it. So I would like but it's not needed in almost all the scenarios, regular on the regular basis case scenarios that we have. So if you have special scenarios, you can just look into that as well. I will also paste the link of that. But it's important to understand, like it's very simple. It is just 2-3 clicks, and you can just create that within a matter of seconds. You can convert your whole Postman into the k6 script. And it is like very easy. Like if you look into the script, in the start you are defining like the initial values, like the base URL, some of the username, password, the data, like variables that we need to send in every request. And then you see like the address, the method type, and like the request name. So it's very simple. And if you compare that with the Postman here, like it will get very easy. Like this is the base URL, public crocodile, list crocodile, and like what we have over here, and then like how we map that over here. And like then the group, why you see this group? Because we have these two APIs in one folder. That's why the K6 is grouping them in one group, and then these two are grouped in another group. So this is another thing as well. That's why we have like these two groups, and both of them have separate group name because of the separate folder name in Postman. And then this name is the request name that we get from this here, right? And then you see the URL, the body, the data, and the headers. So yeah, so this is basically it. And there are some limitations as well, I believe, like pm dot send request. In this particular, I think API, there was some API I saw that, like, in this API we have this I saw there was, yeah, I think here. So this, like pm dot send request, you cannot do that in K6. So you can do like pm dot environment dot set in K6, but pm dot send request, these things does not work in K6. So when you convert your collection, what you have to do is you have to update the code where you are doing pm dot send request to, http dot post or http dot get, like the normal syntax of K6. Like if you see here, like normal, like load testing script. So you have this http module and you're doing http dot post, http dot get. So if you have in your script like this sort of thing, like pm dot send request, so it will not work, I'm telling you. And you will start facing error. I can also show you that as well. If I just copy that and paste that in my code as well, it will start throwing error. And for that reason, I'm telling you, you have to manually update it. So if I run this, so start going to see some of the error logs that this thing is not supported. So you can, in that case scenario, update that particular thing by yourself. And yeah, this is pretty much we have to discuss in this video. If you like this video, then do comment and let me know, if there are some other topic, and what else do you want to know about K6 and Grafana and load testing, performance testing. And yeah, I'm excited to create more content and videos on this topic. So yeah, till next time, have a nice day. Bye bye.